So we're going to try this again. If you're watching, thank you so much. Good afternoon. We're at the Kaizen Student Center here at the Fort McIntosh campus for Laredo College. My name is Ruben Villarreal. I'm the Public Information Officer for Laredo College. I've got Pedro Rivera. He is the Director of Student Life. I'm going to shake your hand for like the third time.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm in.
Do we get an all clear from Augie over there? We got audio? All right, good to know. Thank you, Augie. Thank you for it. So we're here at the Kaizen Student Center because during the school year, during the school day, a lot of our students come here to nourish themselves, to sit down and eat. And if you're a full-time student here at Laredo College, you should have received an email today talking about the meal plan. And that means $200 for you to use with one of our vendors. But Pedro, you're going to tell us more about it. So what should students be expecting?
Most definitely. So earlier during the day, you should have received an email outlining all the details that are related to the meal plan. That meal plan email is going to tell you the amount of money that you have available to use throughout the semester, which would be $200, as you mentioned, Ruben. You also have information and details on the different food vendors that we have on campus where you can use those meal plan funds. Here at Fort McIntosh, we have Chick-fil-A, Taco Palenque, Sendero Coffee, and Gateway Bagel. Very, very soon on Monday, we will have Levy's Mexicu. Over at the South Campus, you do have access to Eduardo's and Sendero Coffee as well. And basically, as a student here at Laredo College, you would be able to use your meal plan at both campuses. So if you have to travel for classes back and forth, you would basically be able to use that meal plan in both campuses. The meal plan starts today. Last day for you to use your money and your funds would be December 15th.
What an incentive, Pedro. Not only an incentive, but a necessity for many
Yes.
college students because funds are low when you're just getting started in college.
Most definitely.
And this is definitely going to be a big help. You've got to find a way to make those $200 last from now until December, but that should be pretty easy. That's a good amount. Now, let's say I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start the next 8 weeks. Would I be eligible for the meal plan?
Absolutely. So let's say, for example, you're currently taking 9 semester credit hours, but this upcoming 8 weeks, you're going to register for 2 classes, giving you an additional 6 semester credit hours. That brings you to up to a total of 15 semester credit hours, which is more than enough for you to be considered a full-time student. Once the second 8 weeks begin, we basically give you $200. If you're not able to get it first 8 weeks and you meet that full-time enrollment status the upcoming 8 weeks, we'll definitely hook you up.
Wow. And Pedro, I want to go back to the Palomino Pledge. Many of our students are taking advantage of the Palomino Pledge. That means they're here at no cost to them, as long as they met the requirements for the Palomino Pledge. And now, on top of that, you're telling me they're eligible for a meal plan as well.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the main things that we should highlight, right? We are going to make it worth your while if you decide to become a full-time student at Laredo College. We know it is difficult. We know it is expensive. We know you work. We know you have to balance work, life, and academics. But it pays off to be a full-time student at Laredo College, and benefits like this are the great example of that.
Yeah, and maybe you're not a student right now. Maybe you're a parent watching. This is for future reference. This is what's happening here at Laredo College. The board, the administration, the staff is trying to make it as simple and as affordable a process for you to get your education. And we've got certifications, we've got associates, we've got bachelors, and then you in turn can apply that to getting a real-time job out in our community.
Absolutely, and as a matter of fact, so this meal plan is in effect right now in fall. It's also going to be in effect in spring, and it will be in effect in summer as well.
All right. Pedro, talk about the Office of Student Life. It's upstairs here at the Kaizen Student Center at the Fort McIntosh campus. It sounds kind of self-explanatory, right? The Office of Student Life. But what does your office do?
We do a lot of different things. I think one of the first experiences that students would go through us in terms of the Office of Student Life would be new student orientation. We are in charge of new student orientation. We basically give you an introduction to the college. We teach you everything you need to know to be successful in the first day of class.
Nice.
Not only that, we also take care of the meal plans that we've been having this conversation for a while now. We also take care of the Palomino Pantry, right? And so that is another resource available if you're facing food insecurity, if you need to borrow a professional attire for an interview or for your job. You're more than welcome to stop by the Palomino Pantry. The Palomino Pantry is not only open to students, it is also open to members of the community. So if you complete a simple 5-minute application, you basically have access for up to a year to get a monthly pantry bag with a month's worth of food, right? If you're hungry on campus, you forgot your lunch money, you forgot your lunch, you ran out of the meal plan funds, you're more than welcome to stop by the pantry, and we'll basically treat you for lunch for that day, right? No strings attached.
I know it's hard, and we have students of all ages, not just fresh out of high school, but I know sometimes it's hard to ask for help. What would you tell those that are kind of like embarrassed to go ask for help?
I think the main thing that I want to make sure that I communicate is these resources are there for you, and you should be using them. there's a lot of taboo when it comes to asking for help, especially in our culture. Don't be afraid to ask for help, right? We have those resources available for you. Take advantage of that. That's the best thing that I can tell you. Take advantage of them. Don't be shy. Stop by. We have lots of friendly students. We have lots of friendly faces helping you, and they're literally there for you. They're there to help you succeed at Laredo College.
You still good, Augie? You continue. All right. So I was going to say, Pedro, you're very approachable. We've been standing here, and students are coming up to you and
Yes,
asking you questions. But you also use students in the Office of Student Life
absolutely.
so that they can be amongst their peers, right?
Absolutely. And that's by design. I think the main thing we want to show is our students, the students that work at the Office of Student Life, they're as approachable as we are. They are as knowledgeable as we are. And in my opinion, it is easier for a student to ask a tough question to a student that looks like them, thinks like them, talks like them,
Yeah.
than it is for them to ask us, right? So it is easier for them to talk to them. And in my opinion, that's just the recipe for success in a higher education setting.
If you're just joining us, we're live here at the Payson Student Center at Fort McIntosh campus, Laredo College. Meal plan kicks in today, so we talked about that at the beginning. That's $200 for you students in your pocket. If you're a full-time student, you should have received an email they can use right here at the Student Center. But we're also talking with Pedro, who's the director of student life, about on-campus life, Pedro. And I want to go back to orientation because I'd already forgotten about orientation. It seems like it was so long ago, but it was only a couple of
It
weeks
was
ago.
literally 3 weeks
How
ago.
many orientations did you do? New student orientation?
So we have new student orientation throughout the entire summer season. This year we had a total of 8 different sessions. We had a couple over at the South Campus and a couple here at Fort McIntosh.
Nice. And they were all very well attended.
Yes.
And very well organized. I came trying to see if I could help out. You had everything covered, man. I'm
Thank
like,
you. I appreciate that.
these guys know what they're doing.
I appreciate that.
So it's just, we're just trying to let you know that Laredo College is here for you. You're a part of Laredo College just because you're a part of this community.
Of course.
And if you're not taking advantage of the services, the
Absolutely.
resources, the education here at Laredo
Absolutely.
College, come. We want you here.
For sure.
Join us at laredo.edu if you have any questions. If you're not here already, but now you're interested, join us at laredo.edu. You can always just go to laredo.edu for more information. You can still enroll. You can go to goapplytexas.org if you haven't even started the process.
Absolutely.
But it's all doable, Pedro.
Absolutely. And the best thing I can tell you as well is stop by.
Yeah.
I mean, stop by, head over to the Lerma Peña, head over to William Billy Hall, ask questions. You know, there's so many resources available. The application process is very simple. You get an answer very quickly. Come on over, right? Our doors are always open.
We're an open campus.
Absolutely.
To the public, so come on by. Nobody's going to ask you for an admission ticket to come check out the college, right? Very historic scenery, by the way. If you're into the history of Laredo, we invite you to come. Again, meal plan kicks off today. If you're a full-time student or you know a full-time student, let them know they've got $200 to spend between now and December 15th at one of our awesome vendors here at the Kaizen Student Center. Pedro, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we hope to have more conversations here at the Kaizen Center with you and with other members of the. I want to introduce some students here
Most
as well.
definitely.
So,
Most definitely. We're looking
working
forward
on
to it.
This is a little experiment. I'll go back and check it out, see how we did, and then we'll go from there. Thanks, Augie. Thanks, Fred. Thank you, Pedro. That's going to do it for now from the Kaizen students.
Thank you all.